Welcome, everybody. Welcome. I hope you guys are excited about this because I am. So today's video, as you saw in the title, is why are fitness and finance similar in any way? They seem like completely different spectrums, don't they? Well, not in my case. Now, for those of you that don't know, I've been a personal trainer since I was 19 years old. I had an obsession with fitness since I was 17 years old. When I got married to my husband, he wanted me to look up finances. I was already really good with a budget. I was really good with just a whole bunch of different aspects of finance, but I didn't know a whole lot about the stock market. I had no idea what a PE ratio was. I had no idea about a lot of this stuff. So what I did was I went and bought a whole bunch of books because I'm a reader. Those of you that know me, I'm an extreme reader. I have to have a book on just about every topic. I went and bought books and I bought some videos, some courses that I could take to understand money. Highly recommend you go get Tony Robbins' Money Master the Game book. Excellent book. But I went through and I did a whole bunch of research on it. And the more that I researched, the more that I found out that I've seen a lot of similarities. And from all of the years of fitness and discipline and all that, I was seeing the exact same strategies over in the finance world. And then as I was getting into business building as well for my fitness business, and then I was seeing a lot of the same strategies there. So really it's finance, fitness, and business all have like the same foundation. And that's what this video is going to cover, is my personal opinion. If you can handle finance, fitness, or business, any one of them, you can automatically handle the other two. It's different principles, but the same, if you get my drift. So I'm going to go into the reasons why. So buckle up because this is fun. So, and by the way, please make sure to hit the like, comment, and subscribe. I would love to hear from you. I'd love to hear any questions, any comments that you have. And there's going to be lots of videos like this and describing the stock market, describing how to create streams of passive income, explaining what kinds of retirement accounts are the best, and just more fitness fun because, again, I'm a gym dragon. I refuse to call it a gym-aholic. I'm a gym dragon. So now you get to know me a little bit more. I'm a geek. Deal with it. So the first thing is what I like to call the no more moment. That's what I've dubbed it. I'm sure I'm not the first person to come up with it, but that's what I'm calling it. And that is the moment in all three areas, finance, fitness, and business, where you hit a wall or you hit rock bottom. There's something that happens that makes you decide you're done. You're done being fat, overweight, unhealthy. You're done being winded when you go up the stairs. You need to get fit for whatever reason. You're tired of not being able to play with your child because you're too tired, too sick, too whatever. You're tired of it. That you're done with that. So you're going to change something. Same with fitness. Same with finance. Same with business. You're tired of your boss telling you what time you need to be there, how much you get to be paid, what time you get to leave. And you're tired of you not being the one to decide how much money you make. Your boss decides when you get a raise, if you deserve a raise. You're tired of that life. You want to create your own schedule. And you're tired of having to budget. You want financial freedom. You want to be able to go wherever you want, whenever you want, without needing to ask permission, without having to budget for months, years, go figure, for whatever vacation that you want. You're tired of that. You want financial freedom. You want life to be on your terms. That is the no more moment across all three spectrums: finance, fitness, business. Seems pretty simple, right? I mean, it really is the same basic principle. You need that foundation. In all three areas, something needs to change. Something motivates you to change. I talk with my hands a lot, you guys. Sorry, but that's just what I do. Then there's the other area. That's the next thing that I saw similarity of. In finance and in fitness, as well as technically in business, but we'll get into that one in a moment, is dieting and budgeting. What's the emotion that comes into your head the second you hear either of those words? Diet's no fun. I guess, why do I have to go on a diet? Or why do I have to budget? It's so boring. It's so awful. You get depressed. You don't want to feel that. Technically, when business building, you typically set up a budget as well. So I think that qualifies in the same regards. So The budget and the diet. I see that they're two different things, but for the same purpose. It's setting a strict schedule, a strict plan for yourself in order to get ahead. You cannot take control of your finances unless you start with a ground rule, a budget. You cannot get ahead in fitness unless you have the proper diet. And I don't mean you have to limit your calorie intake or you have to go paleo, keto, carnivorous, vegan, vegetarian, whatever. You don't have to do that, but you do have to have a set plan. If you don't, there's a phrase in the exercise world, in the fitness world, maybe you've heard of it. You cannot out exercise a bad diet. You just can't. And you can't out budget a bad spending plan. You can't. If you are spending more money than you're earning, you can't decide to budget the next month and then not follow it. You can't join a fitness program and then you don't follow through with your diet. Like another fitness bit of wisdom that maybe you've heard of, abs are made in the kitchen. They're formed in the gym, but they're made in the kitchen. Let that sink in. You can't get fit without a proper diet, and you can't get financially fit without a proper budget. That's the foundation for both. You can't get ahead in a business unless you have a proper budget to begin with in the beginning. But anyway, then the other area is setting goals. All three areas, you have your reason why, you have your initial startup plan of setting a budget, getting a diet, whatever. You need to set goals. Whether that is creating a vision board or just looking around and I want to have a fit body for the summertime, or I want to take my parents to Hawaii in the spring or the fall, whatever. Or you want to own your own business. You have to set a goal to help motivate you when times get hard. Because let's face it, times are always going to get hard. That's just how it is. You're going to hit a plateau. You're going to work really hard and you're going to suddenly stop losing weight for a little bit. Happens to just about everybody. It doesn't mean you're failing. It just means that your body's catching up. Maybe you need to change something up. Maybe your body got used to a certain exercise. You need to switch things up on it. That happens. You're going to hit a plateau. You're going to do really, really good in saving money and budgeting and paying off your debts. And then the kids are going to need new shoes. The car's going to break. The fridge is going to break. Something's going to happen. That's typically why you need an emergency fund, but that's another video we'll go into. But the point is, you need to set goals. That's what's going to help motivate you later on for success. Because when the hard times hit, you're going to want to give up. Everybody does. We all hit those days. That's why it's so important to set your goals and look at them. Have a vision board, write down your goals, tell people, make it, just cement it. You are going to have this. That's setting your goals. Setting your goals for success. Next one, discipline. You need discipline. You can't get a fit body without the discipline to eat right and go to the gym. You can't have a fit financial account without discipline and planning a budget and watching what you spend money on. And you can't create a business without the discipline to show up, work hard every day, knowing you are getting no pay whatsoever for a long time until you successfully build your business. That's where you really need discipline. Because for a long time, you're not even going to see results. Next one is accountability. It's another big deal. An accountability partner helps you when you can't keep going. When on those days when, as I mentioned, why you need the goals, when you hit the plateau, you need an accountability partner to really kick your rear end to get you moving if the goal isn't enough. And there will be times when you're like, well, maybe that goal was a nice dream, but it's never going to happen. I guess I'll just give up. That's where an accountability partner comes in for fitness, business, and finance. It's also going to take time for, again, all three boards, fitness, finance, business. You're going to hear me saying it a lot. It's going to take time. There is no get rich quick scheme. There is no lose fat in 30 days and be super ripped. It doesn't work. It took time to put on the weight. It took time to get into debt. It's going to take time to get out of it. It's going to take time to lose the fat. As I won't use now I will use a fitness thing because I'm a personal trainer. When I was pregnant with both children, both times, everybody told me when I was trying really hard to bounce back, getting right back into my fitness programs and everything, everyone told me it took 9 months for your body to have the baby, to get that big and everything. Give yourself 9 months to get back to yourself. It's logical. It makes sense. It's going to take time to lose the weight that you put on. It's going to take time to lose the debt that you gained. It takes time. And it also takes sacrifice in all areas. Fitness, you're sacrificing your time, your sleep, the sweets. You have to. Otherwise, you won't get anywhere. And in finance, you're sacrificing all of the fun outings. You may not eat out as often. You may not go to the movies. You may not buy that super cute pair of boots or whatever it is. For me, it's books. I have to be careful with buying books. I'm not really a clothes kind of girl. Maybe you can tell. But it takes a lot of sacrifice. And business building requires a lot of sacrifice. It's a huge sacrifice on your time commitment with no guarantee of it being successful. How much you put in is how much you get out. And that's another thing I see really common in fitness, finance, and business. What you put into it is the only thing you have control over. It's probably why I'm so obsessed with working out. That's an area where I know if whatever I put in is what I get out. You can't cheat the system. You can't manipulate the system. What you get is what you give. What you give is what you get. Sorry. It's a big deal. So you just need to focus on those things to help you get ahead. The next thing is hardship. As I mentioned before of why you need the goals, you are going to hit plateaus. It doesn't matter what it is. You're going to have a hardship. But you get through it. You don't let that stop you. You keep pushing through. You show up at the gym. You show up at work. You show up with your bank accounts and your budgeting and all that. You show up with those coupons at the sales. That way, you're saving money on groceries, coupon clipping, penny pinching, whatever. It takes hardship and discipline. But then we get to the fun part. It's empowering. All three areas. It's empowering to take charge of your health and to see the way your life is changing and growing and you're in control of that. It's empowering to see your money going up. It's empowering to see your debts going down, the control over your finances. It's so empowering. I wish I could really put it into words. It's so incredible, the feeling of knowing you're in control, and every day you are more and more in control. And it's the same thing with business building as well. All three of these areas, the more in control of your life you are, and the more knowledge you gain and the skill you gain from all of the building you're doing and all the hard work and sacrifice and discipline, there's a level of empowerment there I can't properly put into words for you. You have to feel it yourself, but it's so worth it. I really think that is the best thing out of all areas. All the fitness, finance, and business is the empowerment at the end. The fact that you can tell yourself, I did this. No one did it for me. I did it by myself. I lost all that weight. I got out of debt. I built an incredible business. I did it. Words can't describe that feeling. And I want that for you. So you got to show up for yourself. You can't sit on the sidelines. No one is going to want the change in your life more than you do. You have to want it. No one's going to think, I want to help this person get rich. No one's going to think, she won't show up for herself, so I'm going to. They've got their own selves to work on. Now, there are people who are willing to help, but they can't make you want it. They can't make you show up at the gym and actually do the work. They can't make you stick to the budget. They can't make you build your business and create your dreams and your goals and your passions. They can't do that for you. You have to do it yourself. And it's so rewarding. It's an incredible feeling. And I want that for you so much. And the last one that I see so many similarities across the board with is the reward. That's right up there with the empowerment. Being able to say, I did this. The feeling of looking back and knowing all of your blood, sweat, and tears was hard. It was tough, but it was worth it. You did it. You reached the point. You have the six-pack. You have the financial freedom. You have the incredible business and tons of profits coming in. You are free. You can do what you want. You have reached the point you want. That's where I see the similarities. And that's why I'm so passionate about what I teach. Because if you can understand any one of these areas, you can automatically be good at the other two. It still takes hard work and sacrifice and a big learning curve depending on what you're doing, but it's worth it. And if you already have the discipline to show up at the gym and watch what you put on your plate, you can transfer that discipline over to watching your budget and watching what you spend. You can transfer that over to getting up early to start your business. You can, and there's only so many hours in the day. I understand that. But if you already know how to have proper time management, how to sacrifice to get where you want, then you're already ahead of the curve. You've already got a huge step. You're a huge step in front of everybody else who doesn't know how to do any of the three. And if you are just coming here and have no idea how to do any one of the three, well, you can be rest assured that as soon as you figure out one of them, you'll be automatically more capable of handling all three of them. And isn't that such an empowering feeling? Knowing that you can do what you want, you can use your knowledge, your discipline, your skill set to create the freedom and the future that you want. I think it's worth it. And that's why I do what I do. So I hope that this was empowering for you. I hope that this was informational and exactly what you needed to hear. And I would love it if you would leave a comment, hit the like and subscribe button. I'd love to hear from you guys. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to let me know. I enjoyed making this. This was a lot of fun. And I'd love to hear from you guys. There will be lots of videos in the future for how to create your financial strategy, how to create the proper budget. There's courses coming. I have a book. You can go look it up on Amazon. It's Your Simple Guide to Money Mastery. And I'm currently writing another book. I'm very passionate about this. So please hit the like and subscribe. Leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you guys. Thank you and have a great day.